Hello, my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Sonia's Real Estate Connection and Hot Topics, all things real estate on this channel. So glad that you could join with me on today. Once again, welcome, welcome, welcome. Today I'll be sharing with you the real estate market report overview and some highlights for the month of November of 2024. This data was derived from the Metro MLS market reports covering the four-county area in Southeastern Wisconsin, which consists of Milwaukee, Ozaukee, Washington, and Waukesha counties. And then I'll give you a few highlights on a couple of specific areas that I'd like to point out, mainly Milwaukee and Wauwatosa cities, both located within Milwaukee County. Once again, welcome, 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 everyone. All right, folks, without further ado, let's get right into it. According to the Metro MLS monthly housing report for the month of November, prices were still up, but sales and inventory were still down. New listings dropped by 2.7%, and closed sales dropped by 1.9% during the month of November as compared to the same time a year ago. The median sales price went up 11% from $310,000 to $345,000 compared to the same time a year ago. However, the average sales price only jumped 4.3% from $378 to $394. And so just a little note about the difference between median and average price. So the median number is the midpoint or the middle number. I always think of it as when you line a bunch of numbers up, then the one in the middle or the midpoint, that would be considered the median number. And then average, of course, is when you add up all the numbers and then you divide the numbers according to the size or the number or the amount to get the average ratio or approximation of the group of numbers to get the, I guess in technical terms, the arithmetic or arithmetic value. So that would be the average, the average of all the numbers combined. So just a little side note regarding median versus average. So again, median sales price went up 11.1% from $310,000 to $345,000, and the average sales price went up 4.3% from $378 to $394. Properties stayed on the market an average of 24 days, so they were still selling pretty quickly in the four-county area. Now, I know that some of you may be wondering or questioning this number because there are some properties that are lingering on in the market for much longer than the average 24 days, right? So, we've seen some properties that have been on the market for over 2 months. Some have been on the market for 3 months, 4 or 5 months, or even longer. And so some of you might be wondering, well, why is my property still on the market? It's been over, a month or 2 or 3 months, or whatever the case may be. Why is my property taking longer to sell? Well, there may be a lot different factors that account for this, or that directly impact these numbers. Some of it may depend on pricing, location, or condition. Now, we certainly can't change the location of the property, but in terms of pricing and condition, those are some variables that may be within the property owner's control. So you can certainly adjust your pricing up or down, preferably down, to bring forth a quicker sale and perhaps give it a little more curb appeal. Or you can do a little more sprucing up to attract more potential buyers and kind of broaden the buyer pool, or the pool of buyers for your property. So sometimes if it's not priced right from the beginning, it may be overpriced, then that kind of may adversely affect the sale. Or if it doesn't show well, then these might be some factors that are, again, adversely affecting the sale and the showings. So there might be different reasons as to why properties don't sell right away. Another issue that tends to come up more recently, since the new commission rules took effect as of August 17th of 2024, where commissions are no longer advertised in MLS, And so we've seen that a lot of sellers aren't offering a co-broke commission, or they aren't offering to pay the buyer's agent commission, which has been somewhat of a deterrent to some buyer agents and buyers, and has caused some buyers and their agents to simply walk away from the deal or find another property. So those are some of the things that we've been dealing with in our market, which is, again, directly affecting the market times for some of the properties. Another issue that has been noticed in regards to occupied properties or rental properties, if the properties are occupied, sometimes there may be some delays or lags in coordinating the showings with the occupants of the property, or there might be some issues concerning getting access to those properties. So again, those are some other issues that have been noticed in the marketplace, which may be directly impacting the market times for some of the properties and some of the delays in helping to get those properties sold. So once again, on average, properties were staying on the market for about 24 days on average for the 4-county area. Obviously, some shorter, some longer. But this is just an average number, once again, based on the Metro MLS market report for the month of November of 2024. In terms of sales, properties sold within 98% of the original list price, which means that sellers were receiving close to what they were asking for. So we're obviously still in a seller's market. In terms of housing inventory, there was a slight uptick from 2.1 to 2.3 months of available inventory. And that was reflective of an increase of 10.1%. Now, I would note that this only reflects 1/3 of inventory levels in a normal market. So the fact that we are still down to approximately 2 months of inventory, that's still very low. In a normal balanced market, we should have approximately 6 months of housing inventory. We are only at 2 months. So that's still very low. That's about 66 or 67% below the normal market levels. Therefore, inventory levels are still starved. However, on a positive note, the actual number of homes for sale ticked up 7.9%, almost 8%, from 2,500 to 2,700 homes that were reported available for sale. So that's a nice increase compared to the same time a year ago, but still not enough to meet the current buyer demand. All right, focusing on the City of Milwaukee data, the median sales price increased in the City of Milwaukee 17.5%, from $191 to $225. So that was a nice jump for the City of Milwaukee. Prices went up from $191,000 to $225,000 for the median sales price in Milwaukee compared to the same time a year ago. Properties were selling within 98% of the original list price. So the sellers, again, they were getting close to what they were asking for. Good job, sellers. Good job, listings on those listings. There were 419 new reported listings in the City of Milwaukee for the month of November. This number was up slightly, 0.2%. However, closings, not so much. Only 278 closed sales were reported in November. So that number was down 21% from the same time a year ago. Wow, 21% down in closings. A lot of agents felt this impact. The decrease in sales was definitely felt across the board, my office included. Sales were down, and sales continue to be down. And so Milwaukee still shows signs of a starved market. Again, not enough inventory to meet buyer demand. And this is based, again, on the Metro MLS market report for the month of November. Now, on a positive note, if you have a condo for sale in Milwaukee, then, according to the report, you are in a much sweeter position. You're in a prime position if you have a condo for sale. There were 175 condos and townhomes available for sale. Now, that's an uptick of 33%. 33% increase. That's a nice increase, right? 33% increase for available condos and townhomes that were available for sale. So, once again, if you're in the market to buy a condo, then this might be a great time. This is a great time if you're in the market to buy a condo, because the numbers are looking up in terms of condo inventory in the city of Milwaukee. Now, switching gears over to the city of Wauwatosa, otherwise known as Tosa for short, as we call it. The locals around town call it Tosa for short. City of Wauwatosa, there were 36 new listings that came on the market in November. Now, that number was down by 5%. So, again, listings were down. But closings in Wauwatosa were up, with 51 closed sales for the month of November. Now, that was an increase of 34%. So, good job on those closings. Great job on the sales in Tosa. So the median sales price in Wauwatosa was $381,000, the median sale price. That was a slight increase of 0.7%. And properties sold at 100.7% of the original list price. So sellers in Wauwatosa were receiving slightly more than what they were asking for. So again, good job on those Tosa listings and sales. So sellers doing a good job in Wauwatosa. They're getting 100% or more of what they were asking for. And the property stayed on the market an average of 14 days. So we got short marketing times, quick sales, and good pricing. So yeah, they were going like hotcakes, selling very quickly at or above asking price. Great job, guys, in Tosa on those sales and listings. There were 49 single-family homes available for sale in Wauwatosa, and get this, only one condo or townhouse listed for sale in Wauwatosa. Wow, one condo listed for sale in Wauwatosa in the month of November. I wonder whose that was. I should have looked it up before I did this recording. But anyway, that's very interesting. So now that represented a drop of 75% from the same time a year ago in Wauwatosa. So here's my hint to any property owner in Wauwatosa. If you're in a hot market, you're in a very hot market, you're in a prime space. So if you're looking to sell, now is the time to cash in. Wauwatosa property owners, if you're looking to sell, now is the time to cash in. You're in a hot spot, hot market. Great time to do so. Great time to do so. All right, so I just wanted to highlight those two areas, the city of Milwaukee, MKE, where I'm from, and then the city of Wauwatosa, because there are some very, very unique real estate opportunities in these locations with respect to condos and townhomes. So again, Milwaukee and Wauwatosa, keep your eye on those two areas. You've got some very unique real estate opportunities in these particular locations. And of course, if you'd like to learn more, feel free to reach out to me or my office. We'd be more than happy to assist you further. Well, folks, that concludes the discussion and reports for today. I hope that you enjoyed the information and trust that you found this information to be useful and of value. As always, I want to thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sonia's Real Estate Connection and Hot Topics. And of course, you know, I always like to provide the source of information from today's show for those inquiring minds that want to know. The information was derived from the MetroMLS.com, Metro MLS Market Reports, and images courtesy of the Adobe subscription platform and Google platform. So again, those are the sources for today's episode. Once again, it is always a pleasure to serve our listening audience in this capacity. For our viewers and listeners alike, as we seek to educate and empower you to help you make an informed, educated decision concerning your real estate transaction or your business practice, and to help you stay up to date on the latest and greatest developments and information in our wonderful real estate industry. Thank you so much again for tuning into the show. It's always an honor and a pleasure to serve in this capacity. Folks, if you'd like to reach us by phone, feel free to give us a call toll free at 844-777-7725. Again, that toll free number is 844-777-7725, or you can reach us directly at the office at 414 1-4-395-8771. That information will be displayed on the screen. Again, 414-395-8771, or send us an email to admin@midexec.com, or check out the website at midwestexecutiverealty.com. Again, the website is midwestexecutiverealty.com. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in and listening. Until we meet again, make it a great day, and may you always be safe, be healthy, and be well. God bless.